Hey everybody, I'm Matt Gordon. I'm the founder of Printed Solid, and we're here to show off different kinds of filaments and talk a little bit about how engineering fundamentals can be applied to your 3D design, your material selection, and your slicer setting. So we put together this little presentation here talking about a few different kind of concepts, engineering fundamentals type things, where you can kind of work with a student to understand these concepts and say, how do these concepts apply to 3D printing? And so for an example here, we have the concept of stiffness. So we're talking about a part. So stiffness takes into effect the the modulus of material and the the geometry. And we've got these parts designed where we've just printed with different infills. So you can take the one with only two shells, and you can flex it and you can feel like it's very flexible, or twist it and feel like it's easier to twist, and then you can see how more and more shells make it harder and harder to bend. And then you can look at the other materials here. So same as the very first one, but now instead of adding more shells, we're adding more infill. So we see how that affects the stiffness. Then we made these pieces to show the concept of stress concentration. So in any material where you have a change in geometry, your stress increases. So this is acrylic, relatively brittle material, so I can take it with a stress concentration piece and snap it just like that. Now I take it to the other corner where we put on a fillet to remove the stress concentration, and it's harder to break and the break point moves. Then if I take that same piece in ABS, which is a more ductile material, it's less affected by stress concentration. So if I try to break it, it's still going to break at that point. You can see it tearing here, but it's much harder. And if I try to break it where there's the where there's the fillet, it's not going to break at all. So things like that. Just you've got these flex pieces showing different materials. You can see PCTPE, an elastomer material, flexes really easily, versus a PLA here, which you really can't flex at all without breaking. So cool stuff. Just ways to apply fundamentals to learn more about how to use your 3D printer.